I think we've got on 21, GB, Australia and Holland. The Finns move on to 6 points overall. And of course remind you that the Germans missed a ride in that sequence of heats, as we've quickly got the sidecars underway. And this is heat 12 or race 12 in your programme. You should be going back to page 14 as we've got 6 sidecars together in that first turn as they break coming down the back straight. I'll pick them out for you as they come round, but I'm looking for Mark Warren McCabe, Miles Simmons, Rob Wilson perhaps. Who is it? Miles Simmons on the inside of Rob Wilson as they break off that pit bend. So those two outfits together. Rob Wilson just nicks it going into the top bend. Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley come underneath him though and take the lead as they come out of that top turn. Well, those two have a real good scrap as Rob Wilson's now come back underneath Miles Simmons going down the back straight. And they both together come round that pit turn. Those two outfits locked together, as you can see that Rob Wilson has tried to hold a tight line. Miles Simmons has gone wide. Is that a quicker line? He cuts back across. He's trying to follow him into that top turn. And again, this is where Miles Simmons had the advantage, but Rob Wilson is together going down the back straight. Who's going to throttle off first as they go into this bottom turn? Miles Simmons goes for the inside line. He's been going wider coming out of the bend though, and Rob Wilson will know that. He'll be looking for the tight line on the inside. Oh, Will Penfold is the rider in third, who can see all the battling going on in front of him. But really all eyes, I'm sure, are on those 1, 2 that's not giving each other an inch. As Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley perhaps look to have that lead, but you can see they locked it up going into that turn. Rob Wilson saw him lock it up. He's gone wide to try and get round the outside of them, but Miles comes back at them, and it's Miles that takes the win. Rob Wilson finishing in second. And number 22, Will Penfold and Adrian North finish in third. A terrific sidecar scrap. And this is only a heat. So, hope you've turned your programmes back to page 14 where you'll find the sidecar score chart. And if we look at race 12, or down from the very top, you'll find number 5, Mick Cave and Ben Goddard. They scored 2 points. Number 6, Mark Warren and Kieran Ivey finish with 3 points. Number 9, a terrific scrap there for number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley, maximum 7 points. Number 22, Will Penfold and Adrian North finish with 4 points. Number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders, 5 points. No other scorers there. The winning time was 1:43.49, 1:43.49. So that completes the first round of rides for the sidecars. And we've had wins for Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley, but they did it the hard way. We've had wins for Mark Cossar and Carl Blythe, and we've had a win for Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer, who you might remember in race 9 had 5 maximum points for the win. So Paul Cooper hoping to do the same thing again. He's out with Glen Phillips in yellow and Richard Hall in white and black. Now they're up against Germany for the first time this afternoon. It's Stefan Katt in green. It's Richard Speiser in red. And we believe that Enrico Janoska is coming in once again in place of Jorg Tebbe. So he'll ride in white. And he also had a maximum 5 points in his last ride. That was right back in heat 6. So Paul Cooper has decided to take the outside gate. Remind you that there are no specified gates for this competition. It's whatever riders choose. And the usual debate is whether you take a gate on the inside, getting tight into that first turn, which in this one, it's Stefan Katt that's right on the inside in green. Richard Hall is next to him. We've then got Richard Speiser, the rider in red. Richard had a win first time out this afternoon, so he's a very, very quick and capable rider. And Paul Cooper right on the outside, hoping to make a big circuit of that first pit bend, perhaps. starters move away, calling the last of the riders in. The referee will then take over. Well, the starter indicating that he wants every single rider up to the tapes. So what can Paul Cooper do? Can he be that super sub that comes in? He's had a win in his first ride. Can he repeat it? He's got the long distance to make round the outside of that first pit bend. Last minute adjustments for Glen Phillips. So, the starter moves away. Happy with things. Yep, he moves away. The referee takes over. Up go the tapes. Paul Cooper's made a good start, but he's got a long way to go, because if you look on the inside, you've got the rider in green that has made an excellent start on the inside, Stefan Katt, and he leads going up that back straight. Things are closing up on him though. As he goes up that back straight, the riders changing position in third, fourth and fifth. It all gets very, very tight in that top turn, but Stefan Katt has made the best of it. He comes off that top turn leading, with Richard Hall up in second place. I can see Glen Phillips going for a tight line on that inside bend as he comes off that pit bend for the second time. He's got himself up into third place. So we've got Paul Cooper and Glen Phillips in second and third, but they're under pressure as they come off that top turn. Stefan Katt has got away from the rest of the field. Oh, and in fact it is Paul Cooper that's up there in that, so we've got Brits in second, third and fourth as they seem to be battling with each other. That they can't close on the very, very quick Stefan Katt. He looks to be in a world of his own as he comes off that top turn. It's going to be the last lap flag for him this time. He's looking for maximum points. Then you've got three Brits coming down together. And it looks to me like we've got the rider in white, Enrico Janowska, trying to close on those three, but he comes out very slowly from that pit bend. It's going to be the checkered flag this time, so there's going to be good points for Germany and great points for Great Britain as they come across the line. Germany take the win. Glen Phillips in second, Richard Hall in third and Paul Cooper in fourth. So race 13, heat 10 of the competition, and we start at the very top with number 1, Richard Hall. He was riding in white and black helmet colour. He scores 3 points. Rider number 2 was replaced, and we move on to rider number 3, Glen Phillips, riding in yellow helmet colour, 4 points. Paul Cooper, the reserve, number 22, finished in the blue helmet colour with 2 points. All the way down the page we go to the German lineup of number 13, Stefan Katt, maximum 5 points, riding in green. Number 14, Richard Speiser, riding in red, 1 point. And number 26, Enrico Janowska, finished but no score. So that's 6 points for Germany from their allotted 4th ride, indeed their 3rd ride. So we look to the riders coming to the line, and I'm interested now to see if Joseph Frank is going in this one. Indeed he is. He's gone for what is not quite the inside gate, but he's close on that side. They're up against Finland. And as the referee is pointing out, we've only got 5 riders, so let's quickly check them. We've got number 17. So at the moment we've got no Richard Wolf, and can't see any movement. No, confirm now that there's no green going in this one, so 5 riders only. And there's all sorts of problems for rider number 18, Simeo Puli. And that's, well, he's just seemed to have far too much drive there. He was hanging on to the clutch lever, but no effect. Well, of course, there will be 4 riders only. Joseph Pepe Frank, number 7's gone for that inside. Number 17, Marku Uto. Next to him, number 9, Corel Cadillac. He's the rider in red, as number 16 is Arnie Hikkala. Well, they get away cleanly this time, and that looks to be a terrific start for Joseph Frank. He's got himself into the lead, but he's got a rider stuck with him as they go into that first turn. He opens up going up the back straight and sets a very commanding speed on the race as he goes into this top turn. Watch to see what sort of line he takes on that top turn. He's still staying out wide, but he's very, very quick. It is Marco Hatu that's in that second place. Arnie Hikkala is the rider in yellow that's holding third place at the moment. But I think this is all about, once again, Joseph Frank taking maximum points, as those two really have got away from the rest of the field. Arnie Hikkala riding in yellow, still there in third. I think Corel Kanak is probably using this meeting as a lot of experience, but he's certainly not got the speed of the riders in front of him as they go into the last lap. Joseph Pepe Frank with the lead, looking very comfortable as he goes around that pit turn and up the back straight for the last time. Well, it will be the checkered flag for him this time. He seems to slow in the middle of that bend this time, making sure that he hangs on to the maximum points. He takes the checkered flag. So, heat 11 of the championships, race 13 in your programme. No, it's not, race 14, that would be better, wouldn't it, heat 11? And we go all the way down to the Czech Republic team. Number 7 is Joseph Frank, and he gets a maximum 5 points. No score for number 8, Richard Wolf, and the rider in red, number 9, Corel Kanak, he scores 2 points. A little bit further down the page, and we go to the Finland team of number 16. Arnie Hikkala is in yellow, 3 points. Number 17, Marku Utu in black and white, 4 points, and no score for Simeo Puli. So 7 points apiece. It moves their progressive totals on to, very unofficially, Finland 7 add to 6, 13, and the Czech Republic 7 added to 10, 17 points. So the last 2 countries to ride in this sequence of 4th rides. France up against the Netherlands, 2 teams that must be thinking at the moment that they are in with a chance of taking this title for 2013. There's a lot more racing to go yet, but all 6 riders make it to the start line. They are as per the programme, so the race colours with Stefan Tazariou for the French team riding in yellow. Matthew Tazariou gets another go. He's up with Dimitri Berg in blue. Up against the Netherlands team of Jannick de Jong in the white helmet colour. He's gone on one of those inside gates. Dirk Fabriek is in red, and Theo Pijper in the green helmet colour. Right on the inside, Theo Pijper. Theo, of course, has had 2 rides so far and 2 wins. He's up against some very strong competition in this one. Oh, 6 riders come to the line. We're looking for the starter to move away. Hands over to the referee. Up go the tapes, they get underway. Oh, Theo Pijper it is that's got the brake going into that first turn. He makes the start and he gets into that first turn and takes the lead coming out of that first bend and up the back straight. So the rest of the field have got to chase after the flying Theo Pijper as he goes into that top turn. The dust flies as he goes into that top turn. And riders behind him are struggling with vision, but you can see we've got, and you believe that's Dimitri Berg, that's the rider in second place at the moment. On the far side, you can see the gap starting to close perhaps as Theo Pijper is setting a cracking pace, but they're staying with him. And it is Matthew Desario that's in that second place, and Dimitri Berg sitting in third. So Matthew it is with the pressure to try and close on the flying Dutchman as he goes round that top turn. With a very quick line. You can see that Matthew's trying to get a tighter line to get a quicker exit and down this finishing straight. Dimitri Berg is the rider in third place. So France scoring good points here at the moment. Dirk Fabriek back in fifth place. Well, it's the checkered flag and it's another good ride, making it 3 wins out of 3 rides. So, race 15, heat 12 of the competition, and we start with the yellow helmet colour of rider number 4, riding for France, no score. In the white and black, number 5, Matthew Desario, 4 points. In blue, number 6, Dimitri Berg, 3 points. All the way down to the bottom of the page we move to the Netherlands team, riding number 19, Jannick de Jong in white, 2 points. In red, number 20, Dirk Fabriek, 1 point. In green, number 21, Theo Pijper, maximum 5 points. He's made it 3 rides and 3 wins, Theo Pijper. And by my unofficial points, I make that another 8 for the Netherlands, moving them on to 29. And the French team scoring 7 points there, making them 40 points overall. A chance to see up against each other. Number 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blythe. Mark Simmons and Kevin Woodley, number 9. They both had race wins first time out. And we'll see who makes the best of it this time. I don't know whether they're missing one outfit or whether they are not happy with the positions on the start line. Oh, I'm being told there is only 5 competitors, but right, look for the starter to move away. That's the guy in the centre there. Yep, he moves away. Up go the tapes, and we get underway to see who's made the best of the starts, and it looks like Mark Cossar has made an absolute flyer. Well, it is Mark Simmons that goes chasing after him into that first turn, and those two almost together as they go around the first turn, but now you can see Mark Cossar head down out of that straight. See Mark Simmons and Kevin Woodley eyeing it up as they go into this pit bend. Will they stay tight? Watch to see where Mark Cossar goes. He looks very, very quick indeed as he comes past us, comfortably leading from Mark Simmons in second. Bit of a scrap going on for that third place. As indeed Mark Warren closes up on that third spot. Really, British Masters champions Mark Cossar and Carl Blythe looking in terrific form at the moment. Oh, they come flying past us. Mark Simmons has no answer to them at the moment. Oh, Will Offen is holding that third place and looks to have got the better of Mark Warren and Kieran Ivey. And one more lap to go for him. Mark Simmons and Kevin Woodley, although they're breaking in a new engine, have no answer to Mark Cossar at the moment. Will often still holding that third, Mark Warren in. They really have started to open up the gap. Second flag is being made ready for Mark and passenger Carl Blythe to make it 2 wins out of 2. That's another maximum 7 points for number 37, Mark Cossar. Miles Simmons finishes in second. So, race 16 then, you should have your programmes open at page 14, and we start from the very top. Number 6, Mark Warren and Kieran Ivey score 3 points. They take their total on to 6 overall. And number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley, 5 points, added to the 7, makes 12 overall. And number 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blythe, maximum 7 points, giving them 14 from 2 rides. 80, Will Offin and Nicky Owen, 4 points. Number 99, Pete Colvin and Steve Colvin, 2 points. And the winning time, 1:37.58. 1:37.58. Heat 13 of the competition, race 17 in your programme, and we will see the British riders out once again. We've got riding in green, Richard Hall, riding in white, Glen Phillips, and it's those two that come to the line first. And the reserve, Paul Cooper, number 22, who had a win first time out and then followed his countryman in to score good points in his second ride. Now the French team, what are we going to make of the French team? We've got, it should be in fact the Australian team, and the only rider we can see coming to the line at the moment is number 10, Cameron Woodward. Number 12 has appeared, that's Rodney McDonald. So we think that there'll be no Hunter Anderson. So 5 riders only. So 2 riders only for the Australian team. Cameron Woodward, though, you certainly can't ride off. He's been riding extremely well this afternoon, very capable of winning this heat. Can any of the 3 Brits do anything about it? Well, they're all starting to get a little bit concerned, I think, about the size of the ruts that have been formed on the start line. So the referee indicating that he wants the riders up to the start line. So walking Richard Hall off that inside gate 2. He had a cracking start last time out. Keep your eyes on number 10 in the yellow helmet colour. That's Cameron Woodward. Well, they get underway and Cameron Woodward has made an absolute flyer, but Richard Hall has made a good one from the inside as well, and it's Richard Hall that's got to the front. Well, I can see a rider moving around the outside of Cameron Woodward, who's now got himself into second, and Richard Hall locks it up coming out of the bend. Cameron Woodward attacks him going into the top bend, and it's Cameron that's got to the front. Around off that top turn he comes, and it's Cameron Woodward that's got to the front. He's got Brits chasing after him. As you can see, Glen Phillips has now moved through into second. Richard Hall is in third at the moment, but it's Glen Phillips that's making the closest attack on Cameron Woodward as they go up the back straight for the second time. Maximum points for the Australian team, with the Brits filling in second, third and fourth. Can they do anything about the flying Australian Cameron Woodward, who picks up grip coming off that turn, but Glen Phillips looks good coming off that turn. He closes into the pit bend, he goes on a much tighter line into this pit bend. Now I don't think this is all over yet. Cameron Woodward hasn't secured it yet. Glen Phillips is closer to him as they go into this top bend. Now what's the difference in styles? As Cameron Woodward goes very wide, he's got the back wheel spinning a lot. Glen catches up on him as he comes down past us. One more lap to go. Now can Glen get a better advantage this time as he goes up the back straight? He does look to be closer this time as he goes up the back straight. Now he does look better on this top turn. Now he's a lot closer this time going into that top turn. Will Cameron Woodward make the same mistake? He's certainly gone wide. Glen holds it tight on the inside, and Glen's going to be close to the line as they come to us. They cross the line together. We'll leave that decision for the referee. That was a fantastic turn from Glen Phillips. He knew the as the race went on that he was quicker coming out of that top turn. He knew that would be the fight to the line. Terrific ride from Glen Phillips. So race 17, and what a cracking race it turned out to be. A terrific finish. It was very, very close, but I can now tell you right from the top, we've got the Great Britain team scoring number 1 in the green helmet colour, 2 points. In the white helmet colour, number 3 Glen Phillips, maximum 5 points. And the reserve, number 22 Paul Cooper, 3 points. A bit further down the page we move to Australia, and the flying Cameron Woodward riding in yellow, 4 points. No other scores because the rider in blue was disqualified for going outside the circuit. So 4 points only to Australia, but 8, 9, 10 points to the Great Britain team. So we now look at the French team coming to the line. We've got a reserve in Theo Pijper. I can't see where he is at the moment. 23. Yep, he's on that third gate from the inside. Matthew Tesario is riding in red. And up against the Finnish team, so the French team know that they could possibly score some good points here. Number 18, Simo Pooley. Hopefully he's sorted his clutch problems out. You might remember he broke the tapes last time out. Arnie Hickler in the white and black, right on this outside. And number 6, Dimitri Berg, who had 2 wins first time out. The starter now happy, moves away. Over to the referee, up go the tapes to get a clean start. From the inside, the rider in red, Matthew Tesario, looks to make the best of the starts and indeed makes the best of that first turn. Matthew Tesario gets himself in front as he goes up the back straight. He's pursued by Dimitri Berg, so France in a very commanding position at the moment in this one. As we've got the rider in red, Matthew Tesario, on the outside of his Tantran Dimitri Berg. And the reserve, Theo Pijper, in third place. So a very disappointing ride for the Finnish team at the moment as the three French riders lead 1, 2 and 3 into that top turn. And Matthew Tesario really does look to be flying at the moment. You can see Dimitri Berg looks over his shoulder. He thinks that things are comfortable at the moment, and they certainly are. Theo Pijper is sitting in that third place. And we've got a retirement for Simo Pooley, so maybe those clutch problems are not sorted out. He coasts down the outside of the track. Again, you can see Dimitri looking over his shoulder. He knows that there's somebody behind him. I'm not sure whether he knows it's actually his teammate. There's a big gap then back to Arnie Hickler and his countryman Marco Cossar. So this is going to be a terrific result for the French team as they come across the line and take the checkered flag. It's maximum points to rider number 5, Matthew Tesario. So race 18, it's heat 14 of the competition, and we move straight away to the French team, and the way they finished was that it was number 5, Matthew Tesario, who rode in red. He takes maximum 5 points. In green, number 6, Dimitri Berg, finishes with 4 points. The reserve, Theo Pijper, number 23 he rode, and he rode in their white helmet colour and scores 3 points. So a maximum 12 points from that ride for the French team. The Finnish team had against them that time, number 16, Arnie Hickler, in the white and black helmet colour, finishes with 2 points. The blue helmet colour, number 17, Markku Utu, finishes with 1 point, and no score for the rider in yellow retired. So 3 points for the Finnish team, taking them on to a grand total of 16 after the 5 rides. Australia move on to 25, France move on to a very impressive 52, and GB sit on 40. Well, I can see that number 19, Jannick de Jong, has come out, so he'll be riding in green. I think that, I've not had it confirmed, but I do think that Germany have made a substitution. I can see number 26, Enrico Janoska, so we'll confirm that for you as they come down to the line. Just 1 minute left for the riders to come to the start. Indeed, the understarter's order is a very interesting one. This one, Theo Pijper, of course, on the inside in the red helmet colour. Keep an eye on him because he's had 3 rides and 3 wins. Number 13, Stefan Katt. Not so good at the start of the day, but he had a win last time out. So those two on the inside. Then they've got next to them Dirk Fabriek, riding in the white helmet colour. Your team goes in the yellow helmet colour, number 15. Number 19, Jannick de Jong. Right on the outside, the reserve, Enrico Janoska, who had a win the first time he came out in the second group of rides. So a very, very strong lineup in this one. Oh dear, and Stefan Katt decided to go for another little run around. Now I think the German team know the importance of this one. Oh, Stefan Katt very reluctant to come in line, and that does look as if he's in quite a big rut on that far side. Oh, they get underway. Who's made the best of the brakes? Theo Pijper on the inside in red, and it is Theo Pijper that gets to the front as they go into that pit turn. The rest of the riders sort themselves out, the dust flying as they go around that pit turn. But Theo Pijper, who's looked massively impressive this afternoon, is once again flying out in front as he comes round off that top turn. Notice he's on the middle of the bend. He's got the rider in white, number 20. That's Dirk Fabriek, so the Dutch leading in positions 1 and 2 at the moment. And this would be impressive points for the Dutch. I do think that Jannick de Jong is 3rd place, so this could be a maximum for the Dutch team, just at the right time of day. It is Jannick de Jong, as you can see that the German team has struggled with the dust, and it is now number 15, Jorg Tebbe. And the reserve number 26, Enrico Janoska, pulls out and retires. But as the last lap flag goes, Theo Pijper looking over his shoulder. This is his 4th ride this afternoon, and this looks like it's going to be a 4th win for him. He's followed home by his countrymen in 2nd and 3rd. And Germany still competing with Stefan Katt a long way back. It can only be conditions that has affected the German team in this one. But as the checkered flag goes, that's yet another win for the flying Theo Pijper. So race 19 completed in this block of heats. We've got, starting from the German team, number 13 Stefan Katt in the blue helmet colour, 1 point. Number 14, Richard Speiser, took no part in that one. Number 15, Jorg Tebbe, in yellow helmet colour, scores 2 points. Number 26, Enrico Janoska, a retired position, no points. The Netherlands, number 19, Jannick de Jong, finishing in that green helmet colour with 3 points. Number 20, Dirk Fabriek, 4 points, the white helmet colour. Number 21, a very impressive tally so far this afternoon. The rider in red, maximum 5 points. He's had 4 rides and scored a maximum 5 in all, with a grand total of 20 points from those rides. So a very impressive 12 points for the Dutch side, taking them on to 41 points overall. If we transfer the German 3 points, takes them on to 28 points. So unofficially, I make that the French have moved again into first place overall. Remember, they've got a ride to miss, and that is in the next block of heats. Second to them is the Dutch team on 41 points, who my point scorers are just pointing out to me, they've already they actually missed their ride right at the very beginning. We turn our attention now to the sidecars and quickly underway and into that first turn. We've got number 24, Rob Wilson, and I think that's 42, Robbie Wilson, that's gone with him. Straight for second and third, but Rob Wilson does look to be stamping his authority on it as he goes round that pit bend for the first time and up past me. It is Rob Wilson that's getting a lot of drive coming off that bottom turn. Robbie and Colin Blackbourn in third place. Colin's getting very close, and indeed Colin sees a gap and goes through on the inside. Colin Blackbourn moves up into second place. Can he close the gap on Rob Wilson? Rob's setting a cracking pace at the moment, but Colin Blackbourn does look to be quick as he comes round off that pit bend, drifts out a little bit wide. Robbie Wilson sitting there in third place, closes right up on the back wheel of Colin Blackbourn. Is he going to get him back in the same way that he lost the position? Colin's got his own ideas and he's to hold that second place. Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders looking very much in command. They'll see the last lap flag this time. Colin Blackbourn and Carl Pugh still there in second. Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer holding third. And I do suggest that's probably how it's going to stay. Back straight. It'll be interesting to look at the sort of time that Rob Wilson has put up against the time we saw from Mark Cossar in the early 80s. So race 20, if you turn your page to page 14, then we've got the sidecar score chart, and you can add 3 points into rider number 22, Will Penfold and Adrian North. Number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders, maximum 7 points. Number 25, Colin Blackbourn and Carl Pugh, 5 points. Number 42, Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer, 4 points. Number 98, Joe Mogg and Jake Cutler, 2 points. Number 57, Clyde Stoneman and Roland Broomfield, no score. Marco Attu, number 17, comes to the line. Number 1, Richard Hall, comes to the line. Yeah, Paul Cooper, yeah. Yeah. So, Paul Cooper does indeed come to the line, riding as number 22, the team reserve. He will ride as effectively the black and white helmet colour rider. Number 17 is Marco Attu. He rides in green. Number 16, Arnie Hickola, is riding in white, and Simo Pooley. So I remind you all once again that the whole competition is run on point scoring through the day, and this is where it starts to get interesting. So we get underway, and right on the outside, Paul Cooper has made a fantastic start from that outside gate. The rider in blue has got on the inside of him though, that's Glen Phillips, who had a terrific ride last time out, and it is Glen that's getting away going down that back straight. They sort themselves out in second and third, but as they come round this top bend for the first time, it is number 3, Glen Phillips, that leads from Paul Cooper in second and Richard Hall in third. So in maximum point scoring position, that's all they could do as the afternoon's rolled on. They've gone out and got maximum points from their last ride, and hopefully get maximum points from this one, and sitting in a strong position at the moment. The rider in green, Mark Cossar, is the rider in 4th place at the moment. Paul Cooper desperately trying to stay inside the flags as he comes round off that top turn. But Glen Phillips has really been getting faster and faster as the afternoon's gone on. He's got away from his own teammates as he goes up that back straight. Well, I'm just hearing from the referee that the rider in white has retired on that bottom turn. And at the moment, Richard Hall is being caught by number 17, Mark Cossar. He's got to keep his eyes and ears open as he goes round that 5th bend for the last time and up the back straight. There is still quite a margin though between 3rd and 4th. As indeed, that's a great win once again for number 3, Glen Phillips. And indeed, Richard Hall has dropped it, has he, on that top corner.
He really rushes about, don't he?
Oh, that's with the white coat. Oh, yeah. Here he comes down. This is another hour.
Why should all have to be there? Every accident is in this one.
So what do you reckon? So what do you reckon is called to get this? Right? Lack of maintenance.
So while they're attending to Richard on that top corner, let's give you the results of Heat 16, Race 21 in your programmes. It was a fall for the rider in yellow, number 1, Richard Hall, so no points there. And we move to the rider in blue, number 3, Glen Phillips, once again a maximum 5 points. And number 22, Paul Cooper, 4 points. All the way down the page we go to number 16, Arnie Hekeler, retired from the race, so no points. The rider in green, number 17, Marku Atu, 3 points. And the rider in red, number 18, Simi Puli, 2 points. It means that for the Czech Republic we add another further 5 points to their total. And to the GB team we add 9 points, and of course that means now that they know they have finished on 49 points, because they don't get a chance to score any more in that last group of heats. So heat 17, and we see out against each other Australia and the Netherlands. Now the Netherlands know they're in a very strong position. They've got 2 more groups of rides, and just looking to see whether we've got the flying Cameron Woodward. He's in the white helmet colour, riding number 10. He must know that a lot rests on his shoulders to stop the Dutch scoring points. Theo Pijper has been very, very impressive all afternoon. He goes in the white and black helmet colour. You can see he's again gone for that inside gate. Dirk Fabriek and number 19, Jannick de Jong, riding in yellow. He's taken this outside gate. again the riders break away. So just 1 minute remaining before they've got to get this race underway. The starter anxiously calling the riders in. See, Rodney McDonald has taken that very inside gate inside of Theo Pijper, so perhaps hoping that he can be as electric off the start as Theo has been all afternoon. Well, they get underway and Theo Pijper has once again made the start. He's flown off that inside gate and gets himself to the front as he goes into that first turn. The rest of the riders come round, I can see on the outside. I think that's the rider in yellow, Jannick de Jong, that's got himself into second place. Rider in blue is Dirk Fabriek. He's in third place at the moment. But it is the flying Theo Pijper that comes down past me, leading from his countryman Jannick de Jong and Dirk Fabriek. So the Dutch doing everything right at the moment. And as we go up the back straight, I'm looking for Cameron Woodward. He has got an answer to the Dutch at the moment. Well, it is the three Dutch riders that lead, and that is quite a lead that they've got. Would have no answer to it at the moment. Try and close on that third place. Just one more lap to go as the very impressive Theo Pijper leads once again. Jannick de Jong is still in second. Dirk Fabriek is the rider in third, and it's Cameron Woodward, the only one who can take any points off the Dutch at the moment. I'm anxiously watching that third place because Dirk Fabriek is doing everything he can to stay in his countryman and get maximum points from this ride. The checkered flag is being made ready. Cameron Woodward makes a very last minute dash as he comes off that top end, but he's not going to do it. So, heat 17, race 22 in your programme. We start with the Australian team, and I think there was possibly a little bit of disappointment there to see Cameron Woodward only picking up 2 points, the rider in white. The rider in green, that's Rodney McDonald, number 12, finished with 1 point. And down to the Netherlands we go. Number 19, Jannick de Jong, finishes in yellow with 4 points. 20, Dirk Fabriek, riding in blue, 3 points. And 21, Theo Pijper, 5 maximum points, the rider in black and white. So, a very impressive 12 points goes to the Netherlands. I make it unofficially that they've now moved on to 53 points overall. That takes them just in front of the French team. And Australia at 3 points. So we do hear from the pits that Richard Wolf for the Czech Republic won't be taking part in this one. So we have 5 riders. So what can the German team do this time? They've got Stefan Katt, of course, who's had a very indifferent day today. He's had some cracking rides, and then he's had other rides where he's barely scored at all. No conditions have played a part this afternoon. York team is in the red helmet colour on the inside. Stefan Katt on about the 4th grid in the white helmet colour. Oh, they get underway, and a few of them did miss the start that time, but it's the red helmet colour of York team that gets to the front. And York team it is that comes out of that pit bend first and leads up that back straight. I do believe that Stefan Katt has got second to him, so Germany scoring well at the moment as they come round off that top turn for the first time. The red helmet colour of York team leads from his fellow countryman, like you see, is at number 7 that's just got into Josef Frank, who's got into 4th place. Don't know whether he's in problems as he come around that bottom bend, because I do think that that's Enrico Janoska that's moved up into 3rd. So I mentioned about Germany doing everything right in this one, and that's exactly what they've done. They've got the first 3 positions. It is Josef Frank that looks to be going very slow when he comes down past us in that 4th place. So Germany doing everything they needed to do in this one. They've got riders in 1st, 2nd and 3rd. As they go into the last lap, you can see that Jorg Tebbe looks over his shoulder. He knows it's his teammate behind him. What he probably doesn't know is that he's got Enrico Janoska sitting in 3rd place. And Josef Frank unable to make any impression on the flying Germans in front of him. As we see the checkered flag being made ready, this will complete the 6th leg rides. It's going to be maximum points for Germany. So let's give you the points for Heat 18. It was race 23 in your programme. We start with the rider in blue from the Czech Republic, number 7, Josef Frank. 2 points. No score for the rider in black and white, no appearance there. The rider in yellow was number 9, Karl Kadlak. He gets 1 point from his ride. As we move down to the German team, a very impressive performance as we've got Stefan Katt, number 13, in the white helmet colour, picking up 4 points. Richard Speiser didn't go. It means that in the red helmet colour we got maximum 5 points for Jorg Tebbe. In the reserve position, the rider riding in green was number 26, Enrico Janoska. He picks up 3 points. So I make that a massive 12 points for the German side, and that takes them on to a progressive total of 40. So we move into the last set of heats. Remind you the history of this competition, that it has never been won by any other country than Germany in the last 6 years. From its onset in 2007 in Morizets in France, Germany picked up their first win as a team. They've won it and retained the title ever since. This fantastic new trophy that's going to be presented today could well go to another country. Great Britain have been close. They've been in 2nd. Holland have been 2nd 3 times. France have been 2nd. And indeed, we've got a lot to be sorted out in these next 3 races, because at the moment Holland lead on 53 points, France on 52 points, Great Britain on 49 points, but they can't score any more points. Germany on 40. Well, we start with Australia versus Finland, and as they get underway, Cameron Woodward has made a much better start this time. He gets to that first corner in front, and he comes out of that first corner leading as he goes up the back straight. This is much more of what we've seen of Cameron Woodward over the season, and indeed as he goes into that top bend, just wonder if there was something wrong with his machine in the last race, but he certainly looks to be flying again this time. Cameron Woodward leads from Rodney McDonald in 2nd place, so the good performance from the Australians this time, as Rodney McDonald could be picking up points for Australia as well. You probably heard all afternoon, it was on paper a very strong side that Australia were going to be putting out in this competition, but injury caught them up just before the event started, and they put out a slightly weakened side. But the riders that have turned up here this afternoon have given their all, and indeed Cameron Woodward has looked very, very impressive. Now 1 more lap to go for Cameron to take another maximum 5 points. As he crosses the line in front of me, Rodney McDonald still there in 2nd. Marco Atto is the rider that's going to score the most points for the Finnish side. Mani Heikkilä still there in 4th place. As we look to the top corner once again, the very, very quick Cameron Woodward comes across the line and takes the checkered flag for maximum 5 points. And there's problems for Cameron. No, indeed, there's problems for the rider in yellow, which is Rodney McDonald. He's put it down on that top bend, got it back up again. So for those of you that are keeping your points up to date, you can If you prefer, you could just leave it to the professionals in here, but let's give you the result anyway. Heat 14, no, 19. Race 25 in your programme, and we start with the Australian team, and another great win for Cameron Woodward, maximum 5 points. No score for the blue rider. The yellow rider, number 12, Rodney McDonald, scores 3 points. We move to Finland, and number 16, Arni Heikkilä, red, 2 points. Number 17, Marko Tuio, 4 points, the white helmet colour. The green helmet colour, number 18, Simo Puli, 1 point. So if we transfer those across, that finishes the racing for the day for the Finnish team and the Australian team. Australia finish on 36 points. Finland score on 28 points. The Czech Republic go in this one against the Netherlands. Oh, we've seen Joseph Frank taking good points off riders this afternoon. Can he do it once again in this one? We've got Richard Wolf not turning up, so we've got 2 riders for the Czech Republic. But once again, the very impressive Jannick de Jong, Dirk Fabriek and Theo Pijper for the Netherlands. Again, Theo Pijper has elected to go for that inside gate. He's been very, very quick all afternoon into that pit bend. Oh, Jannick de Jong made a flying start then. He's had to go wide going into that first turn, so he's let Theo Pijper through once again. You can see the red helmet colour of Jannick de Jong moving up the inside and getting into second place, so it is the 3 Dutchmen that are in the 1, 2, 3 once again. The white helmet colour of Theo Pijper, looking very impressive once again. The red helmet colour of Jannick de Jong finished in second. And the green helmet colour of Dirk Fabriek. It is just the lone figure, Joseph Frank, that is trying to close down on the 3 Dutchmen in front of him. But there's a big, big gap developing. Well, I think they're just making a statement here that if they get maximum points from this ride, there is nothing that any other team can do, because they already have a point advantage over France. So if they can hang on to maximum points here, this is going to mean that Holland for the very first time will win the Longtrack Team Championships. On UK soil, it couldn't be better. So 1 more lap to go for the flying Theo Pijper, who's been so impressive this afternoon. Every single ride he's gone out, every single ride a win, and it looks as if he's going to make it 6 out of 6, because the checkered flag will be raised this time as they come round, and Theo Pijper it is that looks over his shoulder. He makes it 6 out of 6, maximum points, and he knows that the Dutch have won it because they can't be caught. And again you can see that Dirk Fabriek knows it as well. Those 3 riders knew exactly what they had to do, and they've gone out there and done it. A fantastic ride from the Dutch team this afternoon. As I say, this is the 7th year of running the World Long Track Team Cup. It's been won 6 dominant times by the German team. But Holland, they were second in 2008, they were second in 2009, they were second in 2011. They've now actually gone and taken the title.
Quite good.
Well, indeed, receiving your congratulations as they come round. Everybody knows what's happened now. You can see that the Dutch, Theo Pijper, you can see, very, very pleased with that. Jannick de Jong as well. All of these riders we know we've seen in the UK before. They love riding over here. They've got a lot of English fans. And indeed, the Dutch team have done themselves proud this afternoon. Oh, what a surprise. Look, nothing but orange shirts up there at the pit box already. So, for those of you that keep your programmes 100%, well, I was getting carried away with the fact that Holland have taken the title. Let's give you the official points, because the rider in yellow, number 7, Josef Frank from the Czech Republic, picks up 1 point. No other points scored there. Number 9, Karli Kalek, finished but no score. And in the Dutch team, Jannick de Jong, number 19, riding in red, finishes with 4 points. The rider in green, Dirk Fabriek, 3 points. Number 21, Theo Pijper, 5 points. And what an impressive total for Theo Pijper. 6 rides, 6 wins, a massive 30 points. What a team player Theo has turned out to be. The final 2 teams that come out for this last ride are France sitting on 52 points, Germany on 40 points. Sitting in the pits watching what happens is the Great Britain team, who have already amassed 49 points. Quickly working it out, it means that what the GB team will be hoping for is, if they want a place on the rostrum, the French have got to stop the Germans scoring any more than 8 or 9 points. Simple? Well, if you're racing at those sort of speeds, I don't think it is simple. They'll be just getting out there scoring as many points as they possibly can. And I suppose I've got to say it, haven't I? Would the French help the British team to get on the rostrum? Probably not. So, we watch to see what happens. The racing poles in front of us. We've got coming to the line, number 13. That is Stefan Katt. He rides in the yellow helmet colour. Number 14 is we actually see Richard Speiser once again. We saw him come out and have a very impressive win to start with in the afternoon. We've not seen him since, but he's coming out for this last ride. Number 15 is Jorg Tebbe, riding in the white and black. For France, right on the inside, in the red helmet colour, we've got Stefan Katt. The green helmet colour of his brother, Matthew Desario. And in the white helmet colour, number 6, they are, as per the programme, Dimitri Berg, who, you'll remember, had 2 wins in his first 2 rides. So, this promises to be a very tough race. Just 1 minute, the referee is saying to the starters, just 1 minute for these riders to come in line. Well, Stefan Katt has got this outside gate. I'm sure when they've been standing there in the pits, they've seen riders make excellent gates from this outside. It is more of the racing line, although riders like Theo Pijper have done the best from the inside. Now, Stefan Katt is the rider right on the inside in the red helmet colour. Oh, we get underway. Stefan Katt has made an absolutely fabulous start from the outside. He's gone right round the outside, but is that the red helmet colour of Stefan Katt that's got to the front as he goes up the back straight? It certainly is. I can see already there's a green helmet colour of Matthew Desario sitting in 3rd place, trying to get through for 2nd. He makes 2nd place as he comes out of that bend. He pushes one of the German riders out very, very wide. Now, we're just looking to see where the other French rider is. Dimitri Berg. He's at the back at the moment, so he's got some work to do to catch up. What does this mean in terms of point scoring for the German team? All the British team, I'm sure, are sitting in the pits there doing their homework, as at the moment we've got, riding in red, Stefan Desario for France, leading from his teammate. In 2nd place, Matthew Desario. And at the moment we've got Germany scoring 3, 4, 5. So 1 more lap to go to France to stay in these positions, as Germany are sitting in 3rd place at the moment, which would be 3 points. 4th place would be 2 points. And 5th place, that will be another 1 point. 4, 3, 7, 8 points. Might be enough. Can the French rider stop that though? We're looking to see the French riders come to the line, because the checkered flag goes. We know it's maximum points for Stefan Desario. And look at this scrap for 4th place. Well, indeed, the French rider has come through and beaten 2 riders, so I think that might be enough. Unofficially, please take that from me, that might be just enough. And what a fantastic ride from Dimitri Berg. So let's give you the official points then, and we can carry the totals through, and we'll give you those final results, because in race 21, heat 21, race 27, it was maximum 5 points to Stefan Desario from France, red helmet colour. Number 5, Matthew Desario, riding in the green helmet colour, 4 points. The white helmet colour, number 6, Dimitri Berg, 2 points. Germany, number 13, Stefan Katt, 3 points. Number 14, Richard Speiser, in blue, 1 point. Number 15, Jorg Tebbe, in white and black, no points. It dries the ground out so much. For the very first time, we have got, well, just as I was saying that, the sidecars are underway, so I'll stick with them. We've got 3 riders only. This is page 14 in your programme. It's race 24. And we've got 3 outfits only out there. And we did hear that due to the conditions they are going to cut the sidecar races down to 3 laps only. But let's stick with the racer we've got in hand, because Paul Whitelam is leading at the moment and goes into that top bend in very, very quick style. John Hiscock is second to him. They go down that back straight together. This, I remind you, is race 24 in your programme. With 1 more lap to go then, Paul Whitelam looking for his first win of the afternoon. John Hiscock still there in second. Steve Smith is the outfit in 3rd place at the moment. Second time this afternoon. It's been a long, long day of sitting and watching the team racing as the checkered flag goes for Paul Whitelam, and he gets his first win of the afternoon. John Hiscock finishes in second, and Steve Smith finishes in 3rd. So, not many results in that one, but we go down from the top once again to keep it all straight. Race 24, no result for number 5, Mick Cave and Ben Goddard. No result for number 7, Paul Johnson, Gary Shearer. A win for number 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott, maximum 7 points. Number 184, John Hiscock, 2nd place and 5 points. 991, no score. Number 2, Steve Smith, 4 points. So we're already underway with race 28, and a lot more sidecars this time, as I can see Will Offman has got to the front. Joe Mogg is in 2nd place to him as they go into that first turn. It's all getting very, very tight though as they come round that top turn and down the back straight. Will Offman and Nicky Owen. But it looks like we've got a change in 2nd place. I will sort out for you who they are as they come round past me for the 2nd time. Oh, Will Penfold and Adrian North it is that have got up into 2nd place. And as they come round past me, it is Will Offman that still leads, and I ought to clarify for you that what they've done is because riders that rode in race 24 in race 28, they've brought race 29 out now. So this is race 29, and it's all getting very, very close as they come to the checkered flag. You can see that there's a challenge on the inside, and indeed it is a win for rider number 22, Will Penfold and Adrian North. Terrific last turn from them, and they've got the checkered flag and they get maximum points. So, race 29, remind you it's race 29 in your programme. Number 22, Will Penfold and Adrian North, 7 points. Number 80, Will Offman and Nicky Owen, 5 points. 98, Joe Mogg, 4 points. 99, Pete Colvin and Steve Colvin, 3 points. 57, Clive Stoneman and Rowan Broomfield, no finish.
That's really good of that guy, isn't it?
So we're underway with race 20, and there's problems for Colin Blackbourn going off into the centre green. But it means that I can see that we've got John Hiscock sitting there in second, and well, I just wonder if Colin is going to join the race again. I think he's hoping for a restart, but he's watching the rest of the riders go around the outside of him. As it is, number 42, Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer, who had a win first time out. They're sitting in pole position at the moment. John Hiscock and Carl Bell sitting there in second to them. Remember, these races have been cut down to 3 laps. And as they come round past me, Robbie Wilson still very much in control. Remember, he had 7 points from his first ride. He then had a tough ride in his second ride and scored 4 points, but this 7 won't do him any harm whatsoever. They are racing for a fantastic trophy this afternoon, the Mixed Steer Trophy. If you've never seen it before, stay for the presentation. It's a very, very impressive trophy. And as we watch to see them come round, we know a lot of these crews will be fighting every inch of the way. Right, well, even the programme's now playing tricks on me, so we start from the very top, and there is no score for rider number 6. This is race 28, the result. We move down a bit further, no score for number 25, Colin Blackbourn, so he'll finish on 10 points overall. Number 37, Mark Cossar, you'll notice that there was 2 white squares, so he shouldn't have been out in that race, and indeed he wasn't. Number 42, Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer finish on maximum 7 points, so that's 18 points overall. Same thing with Will Offen. We've already seen him in race 29, so there shouldn't be a position to score there. Number 184, John Hiscock and Carl Bell, 5 points, so that's 15. And the final score of 4 points goes to number 2, Steve Smith and Gareth Little.
He's a guy.
That's where bleed's gone. Safety glasses on stripping, that's it. It's all
And then he come up with his body.
So I'm beginning to think that we're going to see Rob Wilson and Mark Cossar going in this one as they get underway very quickly indeed. And Paul Whitelam has made the best of the starts. Miles Simmons on the inside, Rob Wilson on the outside. Mark Cossar at the moment is back in 4th place, and as they sort themselves out on that first turn, Miles Simmons goes through on the inside of Paul Whitelam. Rob Wilson. Rob Wilson pulls out on the far side. Paul Whitelam tries to come back at Miles Simmons once again as the two of them are together going into that pit turn, and they come round past us for the second time. But you can see Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley have got away from Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott indeed, as Mark Cossar's now got in on the scene, and Mark Cossar saw a gap going into that turn, and he goes right up, and he's going to take one. Mark Cossar has moved right up on the back wheel of Miles Simmons. He come out of that top turn, and in the pit bend he looks very, very quick going into that bend. He's found a way through on the inside. He's pushing Miles Simmons wide. Paul Whitelam sees the gap as well, and he's trying to get that second place. But this is an impressive ride from our British Masters champion Mark Cossar and Carl Blythe. There's a great scrap going on for that second place. Trying to move through. Rob Wilson's got going again, so he will score points. We wonder if it'll be enough to get him into this 6-crew final. As the checkered flag is made ready, that's a great win once again for Mark Cossar. Paul Whitelam gets the second place. Miles Simmons has to be content with 3rd. So the points for race 30, if you're adding them all up to see who goes into that big final, we should have from race 30, no score for rider number 5, no score for rider number 7, 4 points for rider number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley, 3 points for rider number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders, 7 points for number 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blythe, 5 points for number 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. The progressive totals mean that we've got 2, 6, 3, 16, 14, 15, 10, 21, 18, 0, 10, 10, 16, 8, 15, 10. Who does that mean we have going the final? I reckon that Mark Cossar will definitely be there. So let's quickly remind you of who we've got going in this final. Remember that with traditional racing like the 1000cc sidecars, it is first over the line takes the spoils. We forget the points, they were all about qualifying for the final. Getting there on maximum points was number 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blythe. Closest to them was number 42, Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer. Number 9 was Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. 24, Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders. 184, John Hiscock and Carl Bell. We keep talking about we've got the British Masters coming up in September. Which one of these would you think would be taking the British Masters this year? Which one indeed is going to take the spoils this afternoon? Paul Whitelam has got faster and faster as the afternoon's gone on. Mark Cossar has been his Mr. Consistency as they get underway. This is the big final. As they come down past me for the first time, it is Mark Cossar that's made the best of the starts. Rob Wilson on the inside. Robbie Wilson's in there as well. Paul Whitelam's in there as well. They all charge into that first turn and start to sort themselves out as Mark Cossar's gone wide. Rob Wilson has gone through. Mark Cossar chases after him. Robbie Wilson is the rider in third place at the moment. They're trying to close that gap on second place. But as they come round off the pit bend for the first time, they're chopping and changing. And indeed, Mark Cossar has got back to the front. Robbie Wilson has moved up into third. Rob Wilson in second. He'll be looking to see if he does go wide again on that top bend. But this time, Mark Cossar has got it right. And Mark Cossar so you can see Rob Wilson getting ever closer as they go down the back straight. Well, into the pit bend they go once again. Has Mark Cossar gone wide? Rob Wilson holds a very, very tight line. He comes off the green grass on the inside. But this is a very quick Mark Cossar. He's got to do something extra special to try and catch him. Mark Cossar does seem to lose drive on that top bend. He struggles to get out of the top bend. That seems to be a bit quicker. But down the back straight they go. As they get close coming to that pit turn, Mark Cossar looks as if he's possibly done enough. But there's one more lap to go. Remember, we get back to the four-lap format as Rob Wilson holds second, Robbie Wilson holding third at the moment. A bit of a gap up then to Paul Whitelam as the dust starts to fly. But Mark Cossar looks over his shoulder. Carl Blythe will be letting him know that he's just got to do this last corner. They've got quite a margin on Rob Wilson now. They've kept the speed up as they come round. And indeed see the checkered flag as they come round this time. It's going to be a terrific victory for Mark Cossar and Carl Blythe. Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders finish in second. Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer finish in third. So the very last race of the day, the big sidecar final, as the sidecar competitors come round to receive your applause. It's an official result of a win for outfit number 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blythe. In second place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders. In third place, number 42, Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer. In fourth place, number 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. In fifth place, number 184, John Hiscock and Carl Bell. And in sixth place, number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. The winning time was 1:41.18, 1:41.18. That concludes the afternoon's racing.
I know I spoke to you earlier on, but now you're in view of everybody, so had a good time?
Yeah, it's been awesome. These guys put it on the line. It's such an exciting, crazy sport, even for me to watch it. Like last night's Grand Prix was good, but this stuff requires a lot more package in this area. And
well, actually, your mate was bouncing off the fence last night.
That's what I said.
Darcy.
Yeah, I said to Woody, I said, Darky was going mental last night, but you just took the cake in practice. It's just something else. It's crazy. It's awesome to watch. And you know, maybe if the dust wasn't so bad today with the sun and all the stuff, it would have been even better. But yeah, it's my first one to get to watch, and you know, that's the bonus of being injured. I can come watch this stuff, and it's been awesome.
You're going to be back to watch some more, yeah?
100%, I'll be back, definitely. It's, like I said, it's something else. It's crazy to watch. Even for me, I'm watching with goosebumps and shaken because they're just lunatics.
Well, the British Masters, which Cameron Woodward won last year, is right on your doorstep this year. It's down at Wimborne.
Yeah, I'll be there, 100%. I'll be there to watch it. It's, like I said, it's crazy to watch, and it's a blowout for me too. So, like I said, these guys need a pat on the back. They're putting a lot on the line out there, and it's yeah, it's what a spectacle. It's awesome.
Fantastic, and I know we spoke to you earlier, but good luck with that injury. Get better soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Give it a big round of applause, Chris Holder. Right, before we do the presentations of the various trophies, you'll see there's a shield here, just on my left. This is the John Ogden shield, and we've got Wendy, who's come, that's John's, because John's not with us anymore, sadly, and Wendy will come over and present the shield. Just to tell you a bit about John Ogden, he was a fantastic historian. He actually had every result listed from 1933 in a big bound folder and books, and anytime I needed any results or anybody else, we always used to go to John Ogden, and Wendy has put up this shield, and we're going to have that presented first. This is the top scorer in the Great Britain side, and that's the winner is Glen Phillips on 23 points. So can Glen Phillips come forward to receive the shield from Wendy Ogden, please. He's on his way, he's fighting his way through, Wendy. A good picture there of John in the centre. He was a credit to the sport, and Glen Phillips then will receive the shield from Wendy Ogden. Yeah, come and photograph Wendy. Well, that was a bonus, wasn't it, Glenn?
I didn't know anything about this, so... Oh, hold up.
What you knocked over? Your beer? Oh, it's Chris Holder's beer, is it?
Drink driving again, isn't he?
Anyway, congratulations on that shield.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. I didn't realise that there was a shield for that. But no, it was a hard day for everyone, and I think there was added pressure for being on home turf and thinking everything was going to work for us, and to be honest, practice was a complete mess for us, the way the track conditions were, and I think we were all just completely set up wrong for the first few races, and yeah, we had to make sort of wild decisions really to get the bikes going right, and yeah, I sort of found something that worked for me, and I think a couple of the other boys did as well, so yeah, it's just a bonus to get on the third place really.
Brilliant, worship. We shall have a chat to you in a minute. Give him a big round of applause, please. Glen Phillips. I'm now going to hand over to Jim Head, who's going to talk us through the sidecars. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave. I think they must have left my suit in the cleaners, but he's promised me one for next time, maybe. Right, they've been having a word with me in there, and they said they want me to rattle through the sidecar presentations as quick as I can. So no big long speeches, so that'll please the sidecar passengers. But I think we do need to give them a big round of applause, because they sat there a long time this morning waiting for their practice. They sat there a long time to get the races underway, and I think, as always, the 1000cc sidecars have produced some fantastic racing for us, and I'm very, very pleased to pull up here in third place some terrific rides this afternoon, Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer.
Boys, here we are.
Well done, guys, indeed a great finish in third place. And I will pass on the comment that I've just heard. Lunatics, I think, was the description. So, second place, and they're keeping it in the family, of course it is, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders.
Cheers, Chris.
he's on that road to recovery. Well, indeed, we say it's a big time of year for the sidecars because we've got the British Masters coming up, and of course that is the one that they all want to win. Making it look easy this afternoon, I think it's fair to say, but looking fantastic and looking like they're going to maybe take that British Masters again unless anybody else can stop them. Our winners this afternoon are Mark Cossar and Colin Blackbourn. Well, Mark, I will get a quick word because I know we're pushed for time and we need to move on, but Mark, a good time of year. We've not perhaps had so many meetings as we normally do, but you've got the Masters coming up September. Things are looking good. Yeah, I'm happy with it. It's been a good day. Drawn out a bit, but it's the nature of the beast, and I'm happy with the bike, so yeah, roll on Masters. Absolutely well on. Carl, enjoy the afternoon?
Yeah, I loved it, yeah. Apart from when we were on and got filled in with dust, it was alright.
See, I said that passengers will be pleased that we're not going to get too many words this afternoon, but please take your place on the rostrum. Allow the photographers to take the pictures. Because there is one more trophy to go. And that one that's been put on this event is the Mixed Steer Trophy. I think you'll agree, a fantastic trophy. That your name is going into the history books on that trophy. You're doing well on that thing, aren't you? So are our photographers happy? Yes? We've got all the pictures we need? Right guys, thank you very much indeed. If you can make your way to the bar, I'll be joining you shortly. Finishing in third, Rob Wilson and Bradley Steer. Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders in second, but our winners, Mark Cossar and Colin Blackbourn. We're getting us at it, Dave. Back to you, mate.
Lovely. Well, we're now going on to the actual World Team Championship, and we need Amanda Castagna, who's going to assist Chris Holder with the presentation for third place. By the way, just before those sidecars go, do you fancy going as a passenger next year instead of that'd be something for you?
Hell no. No chance at all. They're like the same with the bike guys, they're good, but they got two of them on one bike that's already touching the ground before they let the tapes go, and not a chance. You couldn't pay me enough to get on the side of that, but they're awesome. They did an awesome job. They were good too, so it was unbelievable to watch, really.
Brilliant, thank you, Chris. Right then, hang on, getting hooked up. Right then, so Amanda, you're going to assist Chris Holder, and in third place on 49 points, can we have the Great Britain team, please? Make your way onto the rostrum, please. Right then, if you make your way along, we have our dignitary here, Amanda Castagna. We got the young ladies, Chris Holder, and of course we got Mitch Gordon, who's come up with the team. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause, please. Richard Hall, Andrew Appleton, Glen Phillips, and Paul Cooper, and not forgetting, of course, Mitch.
That one's the cabinet. Yeah. Got a few silvers. Still lacking a gold. Until you throw a chair. It's nearly gold. I reckon if I polished that. It does. Thank you, man. Cheers, pal. Thank you. Yeah,
Right, stay there because you've got some they got some trophies to come, haven't they? Yeah. Right, we got some trophies here for you to present. Chris, you haven't finished? No, Barry's doing the second place one. So you come on in here. This is the third place one.
Oh, he's back again. Is that the real one? Oh, the dust thing. We all get one. The team captain. The team captain. Awesome, boys. Oh, that was well. Emma's going to love that. No, that will be in the loft. Not plugging out the front room.
On the roof. I've been spoiled.
Yeah, that's that. You can't even spin.
And Rock Oil have sponsored some oil here, so thank you to them as well. Right, photograph time. Have we taken your photographs, everybody? No? Go on then, Alan, get your phone. Everybody taking the photographs? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round of applause, please, for Great Britain? Stay there, gentlemen. In second place with a silver medal, Amanda Castagna is going to be helped by 4-time World Speedway champion now, Barry Briggs, as we bring forward France on 63 points. Can we have the French team, please? Right, Amanda and Barry, come on through. There you go. So again, they've got the racing oil again as well. Rock Oil sponsoring some oil. So here we have Stefan Tresario, Matthew Tresario, Dimitri Berge and Theo Pijper. Big round of applause please for France. Receiving silver medals. Of course, Amanda Castagna was a top rider with Reading Speedway. And of course, Barry Briggs, a legend, of course. Just handing the trophies over. Just a lot of silverware to be handed over there. Are you going to turn around and have a photograph with the French there? Before I hand back to Jim for the gold medal winners, enjoyed yourself, Barry?
Fantastic. Never had a shower and dust like this before in my life.
Ah, come on, I'm sure you have.
It's like makeup.
So, are you going back to America soon, or are you over for a while?
Yeah, no, I go back next week. So, but this has got something that America hasn't got. You know, the sunshine's one thing, but you know, all these people have been around this area a lot when I was grass tracking years ago, and it's different, and it's super to be here.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. The great Barry Briggs. Right, Jim Head, over to you, sir.
Oh, the team manager, yeah.
Yeah, Jim, you come in here, I'll move out of the way, and you can take over for the gold medals.
Thanks, Dave. Indeed, we're getting a bit crowded up here, aren't we? I think we have to try and make some room, get rid of these trophies. But I think you'll agree that it's been a fantastic event. I know I've been saying all afternoon that there is so much organisation goes behind the scenes, and indeed so much work preparing for an event like this. And when you think that it was thought of some 7 years ago, they got the event running, they've gone down to the south of France, they've gone over to the big tracks in Germany, and Germany, let's be fair, have absolutely dominated this competition. What was it going to be like bringing it to a circuit like Swingfield? We all knew it would produce racing, and I think you'll agree it has produced some fantastic racing this afternoon. But of course, in any competition, there can only be one winner. And indeed, the winning team for 2013 is the Netherlands team of Jannick de Jong, Dirk Fabriek, Theo Pijper, Mark Cossar, and their team manager Gerard Zigstad. If I pronounce that correctly. No, he said, not at all.
Congratulations. How come?
I just kind of knew we were going to run out of space with this. Normally it's just one person on these rostrums, or even with the sidecars, two at the very most. But getting a team on? Impossible. Right, we've now got, I think you'll agree, these fantastic trophies being presented to the winning team members. They're going to run out of hands. Well, to complete the picture, Amanda will present you with the gold medals that you can throw around your necks. Stefan's got to have a word, I can see that.
Same hair as you, Armando.
It was a hot day, it didn't work today.
Well, I knew it was going to be crowded, but what are they doing up here? You can see they didn't want to lose it, did they? Well done indeed to the German team. They just said to me that no, they didn't want to lose it. They would try everything they possibly could.
Jetzt haben wir Bratwurst. You can do with a beer.
I need a word. Come on, Stefan, you can tell me. 6 times you've won it. You've lost it for the very first time.
Yeah, what should I say? They all deserved it. They were all better as the German team today. We're the proper fourth. And yeah, perfect. And thanks to everyone. Thanks to the crowd from the whole German team. And you done all perfect. Holland, Netherlands, well done for the world champion.
There we go. Thanks, Stefan. Indeed, a hard thing. They've won it 6 times, remember, since the onset of this competition. As indeed the rest of the trophies are going out. The gentleman making his way up on the rostrum is in our referee all afternoon, so when we've been excluding riders, etc., that's the man that's been doing it. Well, if I could be joined by just one more person before we finish all the presentations, I do want to try and have a quick word with the Dutch manager, because I'm sure they're going to be a very happy team before they leave here tonight. More pictures being taken? No? Right, okay. Joan, if you could join us. Well, a fantastic competition, and indeed, what could be better than a most impressive trophy that has got a most fantastic name on it. Mr. Don Gurdon, who really did set the pace for the British going to the long tracks over there in Europe, is a name that's synonymous with all the big racing tracks across Europe. And Joan, if I could ask you to do the honours of presenting this most fantastic trophy to our winners for 2013 from the Netherlands. It is our famous Dutch team for 2013. And Gerard, if I could have a quick word, because you've been on the rostrum a lot of times. You've seen Germany take it year after year after year. This year, you've made it.
Hopefully we can make it year after year after year. But I'm very proud of the guys, of everybody.
Been some fantastic racing this afternoon, though.
I think so, yeah. It was really hard. It was really tough. France could have won it. Also England was very good, so I think it was good.
Fantastic competition, and I think I've got to say to you just one little thing, that the English supporters love to see the Dutch riders over here riding. No, we've got a lot of your riders coming over for the big competitions. It's paid off.
Yeah, it was very good. They had a lot of experience here, so Okay.
They do indeed. Well done indeed to our winners this afternoon. Finishing in third, GB. In second, we've got... and of course, in our first place being taken up there on the rostrum by the Netherlands. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could just ask you to be upstanding for the Netherlands national anthem. You can just take your hat off, Chris. So as a final photograph to take it only remains for me to say thank you all for staying on for the presentations. I think you agree there has been some fantastic racing. Thanks to all our sponsors and supporters. A fantastic event, a lot of organising as I mentioned, a lot of things going on behind the scenes to make it all happen. But when it comes together and we get racing like that, wouldn't you want to see it again? Have a very, very safe journey home. I hope that Dave or I will see you at a grass track somewhere soon. Have a very safe journey and we look forward to seeing you again.